Did you feel that?
It's close.
See these body parts? Good place to manifest what may linger nearby.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
Ask for help if you need it.
Get back up! Oh, aye. Time for my solo. Die, you bastard! I can handle this now.
Careful. They mean business now.
Enough!
They never learn, do they? Once more with feeding. Possession incoming. Ready and waiting. Cannot work this one out.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
You aim for the heart. I'll destroy the roots.
Picked and culled.
I'm not going in there unless I have to. No need to go down there.
Shall we?
My bolt is shot!
Behind you!
Don't let it crush you! Watch out! Spectre position.
You sure you're not hurt?
I'm fine. Stop fussing.
Easy as pie.
Nah, but you can't cook.
A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
What was it like for you? After my own death, I floated outside of time, without knowing what was happening to me.
Floating outside of time? Yes, that's exactly it.
True love finds a way. That's all that matters.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
Pennington can't have taken his decision lightly. It must have been hard on all involved.
Is it harder, to your mind, to send someone to their death than it is to do the dying?
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
A banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
This for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me. White! Open the gates!
Priest! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. I'll find him there.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Abbott to bring it back.
Good to see you living, sir. Keep it short, I'm on duty.
How are folk doing? Fighting fit?
They're farmers, most of them. Shopkeepers, house servants, hunters. We've one old soldier, but he's sick. Them who stand dead on their feet. Fighting fit, my arse. But we hold against the hordes of the dead. For now, leastways. The fight's not fair. That's it.
Life's unfair. Armour up.
Right, I used to think that too. Mind you, I'm not sure there's enough armor left.
Peaceful watch to you.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny. Red McCraith, and pleased to meet you.
Oh, please get the comb.
Tell me about your store. Tell me about you.
The original Ingersoll's in Boston was grand and fine, but it burned in the North Square fire of '91. We moved to New Eden with Nathaniel. But before Natty could return home, my husband died. Then came the curse. And now here we are. Welcome to Ingersoll's of Forte Jericho.
You never wanted to do anything else.
My husband was prosperous and affluent. I was young and clever. We made an excellent match. He taught me everything I know. The store is my business. My legacy. My story. It is who I am. I don't like running a store. I love it.
The shopkeeper must hear everything that goes on.
You assume me to be a gossip monger.
What do you wish to know?
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He lets me trade. I like the man. He says Ingersoll's store is good for the fort. I very much agree.
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
I like her, though she's impetuous. Terse, even. She fancies herself a leader when she should know her place, and that place is below the captain. Thinking about it, no, I don't think I do like her.
But more generally, how fares Forte Jericho?
Well, it's cold. Folk are hungry more often than not. I've little to tell you won't hear from someone else. But Ingersoll's is open, so all is well with me.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your visit. Do come again.
No Ferdinando here.
Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sather, at your service. What can I do for you?
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way, the Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's important to you.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more lively. A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life. The music, the colour and the splendour, the dance of commerce. The flower sellers' forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return, but Mr. Ingersoll died. I extended my stay. They took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have is my Thomas, my closest friend.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
Take care, and mention it not.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out. No hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
It is if you will not act. You're the officer, take command. Surely you can't intend to do nothing.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Forte Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the board and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
I crossed paths with the new Smith party. Thick-Skin did not make it.
Shame. She had a proper head on her shoulders. Without her, the band will suffer.
The governor is no more. His son takes charge. They rebuild as best they can.
Little Lammy Haskell? Truly? Well, better him than his father. May the vacuous peacock rest in peace.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows. We hold to the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
As the commanding officer, you must know all the local lumps and bumps.
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves. I have other priorities.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tales.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. 'Tis good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful spectres.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker. Could be worse. Could be underground.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nobly get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark, with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love is all. Grief can hang.
And yet I cannot hold him. I cannot feel his warmth. He is there, but he is not there. That hurts.
All things are fleeting. Gaze upon the ghost you love and you can't deny it, bitter though the thought may be.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse, yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick. He buried them all, and then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
Much goes on around here, and you seem to know about all of it.
I try, and I could do something about it if the captain was out of the way.
What brought you to New Eden?
I came with Sebastian, willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. I knew there'd be travel. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married I'd follow him to the end of the earth. And here we are.
How's morale about the fort?
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. It's always been miserable. Folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much. The captain must show them a future.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
Pennington the jailer. Do you speak of Deborah? What did he do?
I was away from New Eden town at the time. Rumours said she was a witch, I later heard. And so too did the captain. The court agreed. Who knows what urges drove the captain then? He is a secretive man, and always has been.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
An innocent woman jailed.
Strange. The captain doesn't strike me as a petty tyrant.
Helen is right. The truth lies down there, somewhere. I suspect Deborah is at it again.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow nag, a self...
One of these days, I shall poison your soup.
And the day before, I'll take you to the highest cliff and push you off it.
Storeroom. Locked. Storeroom. Locked.
Please excuse my husband. He really is as unpleasant as he sounds. And who are you, then?
Red McCraith, ma'am. I'm a banisher.
Are you, indeed? Pleased to meet you, Mr. Banisher. I'm Abigail Rumble. Thanks to you, me and my husband should soon be able to go back to our mountains.
You and your husband prefer an isolated life outside the fort?
I have a roof above my head, my belly is rarely empty, and I live by my beliefs. We suffered for many years. By comparison, this is bliss.
Do you not find it dangerous out here? Just the two of you alone?
I thank you for your concern, but we live how we live, and it makes us quite contented.
Your husband won't mind us talking?
No. Why would he? We are faithful and trustworthy. As, I'm sure, are you.
She doubts your intentions.
No need to worry about me, ma'am. I'm spoken for.
Good. We understand one another. My husband and I are very close. Very close indeed.
Then you have my admiration. Sustaining such closeness takes much tolerance and hard work.
You don't know how good you've got it.
Anything talk-worthy round these parts?
Ferdinando Miller has been the talk of the town lately. He has had much good fortune, and many resent him for it. I like the lad. He's polite, helpful, listens to his customers. He deserves no backbiting.
What's your thoughts on Pennington? A good leader?
He gave John a job. That was good. We hadn't worked since we left the Bly place. He saw John's promise and gave him his chance. I'd say he's a good leader.
Helen Priest seems to get the work done.
The captain trusts her with his life. So do I. John adores her. When the fort was attacked, she proved us right. I like having a strong woman in charge.
I'll let you get back to your day, madam.
If you need anything, feel free to ask.
A store? Ferdinando's? Closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Forte reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep her away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
What is this?
A sanza. It's a musical instrument. It's Bantu, from southern Africa. Surprisingly high-quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy. He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Rebecca's will. She was rich, and she left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No, the list matches his sales record.
touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A Banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a Banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
I spoke to Rebecca. 'Tis she who haunts you. She sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a Banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales, to the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
Stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend.
A storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. He saw me as a man and signed the papers to say so. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
What think you of Helen Priest?
I don't think of Helen Priest. I stay out of her way. I hope she'll stay out of mine.
How are things in the fort, by your estimation?
Look around you. Things are desperate. Have you heard the sound of their bodies crashing against the wood? I am a man of courage. I have endured much. But this, it undoes me. I don't know what you people have done to this country, but there's little hope and no way out.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Is he wiping the slate clean and moving on?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
A note?
Let's see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
I mean, as wolf pelts go, it's pretty, but I've more than enough of them. Folk in Boston are not short of wolf pelt. What do I do with this?
You're a merchant. Sell it.
I'd sell sunshine to the Spanish, but that is not the problem. We've more than enough wolf. Bring me a bear, and we'll talk.
A bear?
I could get 40... No, 20 pieces of eggs for a bear pelt. I'll pay you half that.
Half of 40 is 20. I'm the one risking my life out there. I'll take the 20.
It's a fabulous plan, and I'm so pleased you thought of it.
An excellent plan indeed. I see only one problem. There is no bear. Not out here. They're all gone. Gone to Boston, perhaps, to sell their pelts.
Well then, when they return, they shall be naked and rich, and I shall sell them wolf.
Good day to you, Miss.
Miss? I'm the Hunter Flora Abbott, and I never miss. You?
It is rare, but I've been known to miss. Red McCraith, Banisher.
I heard about you when you first arrived. Is your friend not with you?
She died. She's with me in spirit.
Sad to hear it. I have nothing cleverer than that to say. If you need anything, well, I probably can't help.
So you hunt for the fort? Are you part of the train band?
I serve, in my way. Before the curse, I traded with the people of New Eden. Meat and fur, bartered for whatever they had that I needed.
How did you end up in New Eden? You won't mind me saying that you're not like most people here.
And yet, I am a New Englander. Born on a farm not far from Boston, but always preferred the wild. So I came to New Eden. In time, I came to love it. It's cursed, and I'm still here, aren't I?
What do you know? Tell me about your day-to-day.
If I did, would you listen?
Talk to me of Captain Pennington.
I've worked for worse. I'm able and I give him no trouble. In return, he makes sure I get none. He respects me. That makes him an excellent judge of character. Don't you think?
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
Not my favorite person, if I'm honest, but in the fight against the dead, she's an asset.
How are you yourself?
I do my work and do it well. The few notice.
I'll take my leave of you, Flora.
I'll not stop you.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room.
Banisher?
Shall we
I rather think...
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your...
quill. Bet that's what we're looking for.
A vivid memory from the dead is somewhere near.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
There. If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he did once, and now he doesn't.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Banisher?
I found papers. Official papers. They tell quite the story.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. But you may as well hear it from me. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
Marty, you're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave! What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave, but hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending. Ferdinando Miller, the world forced you into a lie. You lived it to the full, and in the end it brought a haunting upon you. You are the tie that holds this ghost here.
No! Leave him be!
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No. No. You can't take me. You don't own me. I am a free man. I have done nothing wrong.
No. But I have.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. You don't understand. You can't understand. I chose to cheat. You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you. Not a fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it and I'll cut the rope.
Die, you bastard! Get Nina. Wee Highland kiss for you. What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
Are you trying to charm me, lady? I'll warn you, it should definitely work.
Blocked. I hope there's another way in. They never learn, do they?
Going again, huh?
Banishers. I see you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be to walk these dark tunnels, I'll guide you as best I can.
You sure you want to come? You don't have to.
I must. For Helen.
Pennington did a great and terrible thing. Your death must feel like an outrage.
I am a soldier. I took the shilling. Death is part of the bargain. One dies so many may live. I served the sick and the dying. When my turn came, I was ready. But now, in the fort, there is no noble sacrifice. One dies, so all may also die.
Tell us a little more about Helen.
I'm not sure what more I could tell you. My wife is a strong woman. What you see is what you get. Every day I feel blessed to have a partner and best friend by my side. I had never expected her. When she came into my life, I came home to myself. Made me want to be a better man.
Oh, I know the feeling.
She gave me a handkerchief. I died clutching it. A symbol of our love. She was and is ever in my thoughts. She is my world, now until the end.
What shall we find down there?
The rage of the Forsaken. They trusted him. He betrayed them. He abandoned them. I doubt they can be placated.
We must press on.
Stay close. Whenever you're ready. Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade. Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with.
Like falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Pennington ordered the barricades fast. I barely had time to bid Helen farewell.
That must have been hard.
A soldier is called to sacrifice.
I know.
Kiss for you.
spirits of these soldiers were angry.
Soldiers weren't spared. Those not taken by sickness or thirst died of despair.
Which one took you?
Despair. Most definitely.
These tunnels go surprisingly deep.
In its heyday, it was quite the operation. You see this lift? It goes all the way down. Cart upon cart rose to the surface, piled high with ore.
What's over here?
More tunnels blocked off. More death in the dark.
An echo whispering to me. Did the miners abandon their work when sickness hit?
They worked till they could work no more.
Words from the past linger here.
I told Gray the tunnels were hellish hot. But Wilson says he can't do much about it. Keep feeding the furnace, says he, if you want your meager pay. That sounds nasty. You alright?
Wouldn't fancy working here with the furnaces running.
The work men did here was meant to make New Eden rich.
little impressive.
Careful. A dark will is upon that thing.
Stuck, damn it.
There's a strong spectral presence down there.
A lot of us died down here.
What the hell was that?
Uh-oh.
They're coming.
Feet on the ground. Think you could take on a ghost? Watch your step. Ride it out.
Bastard.
On your toes, Scotsman. Stay on your feet, Red.
Three Highland kiss for you.
Nice of you to join us, Sebastian. Care to explain what the hell we just heard?
I can't.
What now?
I say we push past the blockade. Follow me, please.
Shall we?
Enough powder to kill us all.
Enough powder to kill you, you mean?
Aye. Enough powder to kill me too.
Strong you were, weak you now go.
What's this?
A makeshift checkpoint. The halfway mark.
Are they expecting to face a regiment?
In a way. We knew the dying would try to fight. We had to keep them from infecting us.
Charming.
Can't blame a man for wanting to make it home alive.
We play games as we wait to die.
If you need a rest, this place is as good as any.
Harsh rules, Sebastian. Yours?
I regret the necessity.
Why would Pennington cut off the food?
He decided we weren't worth saving. Damn him to hell for it.
Reason enough for a Spectre to rage. Press on.
The living quarters are ahead, if you insist.
back up.
Time for me to shine.
Stay on your feet, Red.
You got this.
Shift your balance.
Last, won't you?
This miner was shot. Was there a mutiny?
There was. We failed.
Why did you not mention this before?
My heartfelt apologies. I suppose the memory was just too painful.
What is that?
This is no ordinary spectre, that's for sure.
Perhaps in our pain, screaming to be free, we may change.
More importantly, how do we break them?
I see a weak link.
Whatever's down here did not like that.
Away with you!
Watch out! Spectre possession!
Get back up!
Feet on the ground. Snap out of it! Watch your step. On your toes. There's a tough one. Red, look at this. Red, look at this.
More efficient than can powder.
Red, look at this.
The words of a ghost may resonate here.
They told us to stay put for a few days, and we listened. When days turned to weeks, we made do. Now food's running low, and they've bolted the doors. We must act now, before it's too late.
You need to see this. Here, I found something. Off we go then. Spectral stains block the mechanism.
What's that mark mean?
I've seen it in books. Necromancy. Corpse raising, spirit control, that kind of thing.
Have you heard of a ghost able to raise the dead and control them?
I thought they were myths. Perhaps I was wrong. But we do our work. Come on, let's break these chains.
Is that?
Yes. Something's here.
from the past linger here.
Lay down your weapon, Prospector, and stand away. I'll not say it twice.
Hear me! I'm not your foe.
Obey the order. Put the pickaxe down.
Your uniform won't protect your son. Your officer will bury us all. He'll bury us all.
He'll bury us all. He meaning Pennington, right?
Who else?
Reinforcements! There's more of them.
Lantern, rifle, now!
Guess for you.
Put out that light. Sebastian, what is this place?
It's nothing. It's only... The people were angry. And for good reason.
Rebel camp.
Change the guard when they bring the food. The old ones scarper while the new ones are still busy with the victuals. While they have their hands full, we take them.
Weapons, sabotage plans. Just how bad was the revolt?
Not as bad as Pennington burying us all alive.
That's no answer.
What's this? A black market shopping list?
Can't be. We had few rations. Many starved.
Right, Sebastian, fess up. What's going on?
What matters is that Pennington must pay. There is nothing else.
Sebastian Priest. In the mine, you were to tend to the sick. Instead, you afflicted them.
What? No. This is a heinous lie. I gave my life for it.
You turned into a tyrant until revolt emerged among the exhausted survivors.
They must have gone mad down in the dark. Their rage found a target in me, the captain's man. I died innocent. I died a hero.
You lied to yourself, to your men, to us. You lied to your wife. Why did you really come back?
I didn't. I never did that. It's not me. It's all a lie. I love Helen with all my heart. Pennington must pay. You must make Pennington pay for his crimes.
You'll not get away with this, Sebastian. Come back here, you coward!
I don't think he's coming back.
Path is clear.
We go deeper. I can't believe Sebastian lied to us all. To Helen.
Is this why the creature is angry? I would be.
Perhaps. Sebastian wants Pennington to be punished at all costs, and I'm not sure why.
Where are we now?
Miners, left to die in sickness and starvation. Helen was right. This was an atrocity. But she blamed the wrong man. I can help you cross.
I sense the fragment of a ghost's voice.
1, 2, 1, 2. Shite! I lost count there. Oh, there! Oh! God! Why have you forsaken me?
A lot of men were locked in here.
Left to the pit, only restrained by the fear of falling. Wasn't I always?
you angry?
The sight of them makes me wonder if their resistance was even worth it in the end.
You're standing amidst their bodies with nothing but silence for your answer. What do you think?
That body. These must be Sebastian's remains.
Curious. The priest said he was the last to die. Said he shot himself when hope ran out. But someone stove this fella's head in with a pike. This was no romantic suicide. This was bloody murder. Plus, there's no ghost tie. And look, the mark from before.
No ghost tie. So why did he not pale and become a spectre like the rest?
Sebastian told Helen a story. His prominent chest wound was part of it. But it's a fiction. He spun her a lie.
I'm starting to doubt the lieutenant's ghost. I think it's an effigy of Sebastian sent to get close to Helen. Maybe even to Pennington. Not a spectre. Something more elaborate. But what? And why? Sebastian is a doll, stuffed with stolen memory, made by whatever lurks down here.
It's leeching Helen's essence. We must tell her.
Whatever about Helen. First, we need to find the doll maker.
Reinforcements!
That spectre's seen a corpse and it wants it for its own.
Really sickened here. Lost in the dark. And one by one they died.
We'll soon be out. Together.
A little boy in me would appreciate you staying close. I know the stink is long since gone, but I swear I smell it anyway. They never again saw the sun.
The thought scares you.
Aye.
We're getting close.
Oh, shelter with a damp and itchy straw bed. Just how I like it.
These chains, an echo, I think.
Will you finally speak to me? Please let me go, Captain.
What? What are you?
Unchain me, Pennington.
You? No. No.
You will return and unchain me. Pennington, I won't let you rest until you set me free.
Whatever skulks down here, Pennington's presence gives it life.
Another ghost rallying the wrath of lesser spectres to its cause. This is about the agony of Deborah Comenius.
Aye, and the guilt of the people of New Eden.
They left me here to rot. They'll not have me.
I maim the corrupted heart. You aim at its roots.
Can you see it?
Not yet.
I hear you. Pennington. Have you returned, Captain? At long last, will you free me?
What happens if we do?
Then I will crawl and climb and knock, and the captain will taste his own medicine.
You're Deborah, right? Pennington had you arrested and clapped you in chains.
A broken pipe, locked away, forgotten, down in the dark. Lift the heavy chains from her, free me!
If we do, will you talk with us?
No chit-chat, then?
Here it comes. So close. The chains are coming undone. This is your chance.
Bad timing.
I can see the weaker links. So close.
I'll destroy you!
It's coming after anything standing in its way.
I can handle this, Omar. Bad timing. Shite, this is useless.
You'll pay for this! You will all pay!
Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her!
Get this next time.
The chains are coming undone. This is your chance. Call on me, Red. Overhead, the roof is crumbling.
Damn it. Time for my soul.
I'll destroy you!
Right there!
Chained in the darkness.
Release her!
So long I fear the light.
Give me a sign. Come at me. Atea? Atea!
Come on, Red!
Lead me to you!
Over here!
Give me a sign!
Hurry!
timing.
So close.
You pay for this! You all pay!
I can see the weaker links. I'm right here.
You are all
Bad timing.
Call on me, Red.
Lift these chains from me! I will know the pit!
Find me!
The darkness, it devours me. It's me.
Where did you go? Free you wasn't taking care of them.
I beg of you! He accused me! Took away my freedom!
Lead me to you!
Damn chains!
Damn it!
Let me out!
Wrong one. Bloody down!
Thank you.
I'm in this thing.
Lift these chains from me! You are all to blame for this! You'll all suffer like I suffered!
I can see the weaker links.
They will know the pain!
Call on me, Red. She must have a weakness.
I'll kill
I can see the weaker links.
Lift these chains from me!
It's over. Go in peace.
No peace, no pardon, naught but darkness and decay.
No. All this must stop and you must stop it.
Dark decay and the maddest words of the worst of men.
Whose words? Pennington's?
The worst of men.
When the maddening silence becomes the darkest night, the faintest voice is welcome as the dawn.
Deborah.
I've had enough minds for a lifetime. Can we go now?